Welcome. You're listening to the Money and Business Hero podcast, where we're talking about the three pillars of financial success: money mindset, money management, and money making, and how these can help you to improve your financial life. Welcome, and thank you so much for listening. My name is Florian Fritz, and I have another amazing guest today. Cecile is a published author. She's an international trainer and coach specialized in leadership and especially feminine leadership. She guides women in their transition and evolution so that they can unleash their power and live in alignment with who they are and who they want to be. She has coached and trained CEOs, groups of women and entrepreneurs in countries like Brazil, US, Mexico, France, and others. She has lived and trained in 5 different countries, created business challenged and reinvented herself multiple times on the way. Her work guides you to reconnect with your own power, to balance your feminine and your masculine energies, build new habits that will support aligned actions so that you can embody and manifest the best version of who you want to be and the life you want to live. And today we're going to talk about her with how to do that in the financial life and world. Welcome, Cecile. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Florian. Thank you very much for having me. I'm so happy and excited to participate in this podcast.
Awesome. Great to hear. So if you're empowering people to become their own self, to step into their power and be who they are and who they want to be, what's actually holding them back? What keeps people from being successful, especially financially successful? Of course, we're in the money podcast here.
Of course, that's an excellent question to start with. So what's holding people back most of the time, as you know, is our mind. Everything happened between our 2 ears, and and what you're going to think about you being successful is going to happen. And most of the time we have, and especially women, but that do happen with men too, right, Florian? Of course.
Oh, yes.
So we have some thought that we are not good enough, that we are not going to make it happen, that it's going to be very difficult. And actually what you think is going to be true. So that's the power of our mind. So to answer your question, the first block between us and our goals or the success we want to manifest in our life is happening in our mind.
That's tough because
I know.
Carry that around.
Yes, and our mind, you know, we have a billion thoughts in a day, non-stop. It's like all conversation all the time, blah 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 blah, in our mind. So less you control what you think, less you oriented your thought like in a positive way, less you are in control of your life and of your money. So if you let, this is, I know, really basic. You know, everyone says, oh, you have to be positive, you have to be positive. Start with that. You actually, you have to nourish your brain, your mind, and your body, and your being with vibrations who's going to lead you to your success. Maybe I can explain that a bit more. What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, how do I do that?
So first, now you have to, it's interesting that you accept this concept that everything is energy. Everything around us, and we are energy. So the things and the human body is a vibration of this energy, and that is matter. Thank you. As I'm French, sometimes I have a lack of vocabulary, but you're going to help me with that. Thank you, Florian.
Yeah, my vocabulary is so great. You know, I'm Austrian, German.
I know
But
we're
anyway,
going to.
we'll make it happen.
Of course. So everything is energy, and what you see is manifesting in your side because it's a different vibration. So you have different vibrations of energy. So when you feel something, maybe you can, when you feel very sad or very depressed, your body is like low and you're more slow, right? You feel like down, okay? So that's a kind of energy. And when you feel very happy, let's say you have a new income or you win something and your energy is completely different, right? That's an evidence. So the frequency is different. I just take this example for you to see the different vibrations. So when you have different thoughts in your head, if you think to for example, yeah, you're amazing, and you connect for this moment very happy, you win to the lottery, or you had a great contract, or you're very proud of yourself, the vibration is more intense, and all your body is going to connect with that. So that's raising your vibration, and you're more in a state that you dictate your brain, okay, that I want to create for myself. I want to manifest. In the other hand, if you are thinking like, taking the example of you're kind of depressed, you're not so good, and if you are down and your thoughts are like, I'm not gonna make it. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen to me? Oh, it's so hard. Oh, it's so difficult. So that's low. Yes, exactly. You all your body is down, and your facial expression and in your head is kind of the vibration is down too. And so you're sending this message, this order to your brain of you're not going to make it. Everything's going to connect with you in this lower vibration, and you're not making any money in this lower vibration. You're not making any extraordinary thing in this lower vibration. So if you consider that your brain is like a computer, you can program it, and actually it can do amazing things, and we are not using it.
So what do I do to be more positive, to get my vibrations to a higher level? How do I get there if I have those thoughts that I'm not good enough, I'm too old, I'm too young, this won't work, and what will other people think if I have all that going on between my ears? How do I change my vibrations, like not for a minute, for constantly?
That's the perfect at the end, constantly. So that's what I work with my clients, and I wrote a book about it. And this is about creating a new routine. Why a routine? Usually people, I was this way, right? I was, how? I hate routine. I'm not a routine person. I'm a free person. And, all this, all this conversation around routine. Then I discovered that not having a routine is turning you into a slave. And at the contrary, having a routine gets you free. Why? Let me explain that before everyone listening is going crazy. What she's saying? Let me explain that. Having a routine. Yeah, sorry, you want to say something?
Oh, please explain.
Okay, I will. So why routine is so important? Because first, as you said, I want an impact that lasts. I don't want to have the tip for today, but my mind is going to be really fierce and really active all days. And I have to promote a lasting change or lasting effort for me to manifest in my life the thing I really want, and not be a slave or an otage from my mind. So the routine is the answer. And because it's something you're going to repeat today and tomorrow and the day after. And that consistency is going to create an effect. Because if you really analyze your mind, it's been like years, every day, several times a day, that your mind repeat yourself stuff. Maybe you're not good enough, maybe you're not proud of yourself, maybe you have doubts, maybe, there's a lot of things going on. So that's thousands and thousands and thousands of time that your brain is going crazy with you, right? So to balance that, you have to actually, you have to put some effort, because the balance is just not fair right now. So creating a routine helps you to get stronger. And also, it's very important for me, by the way, that changed my life, to create this routine, my routine for myself, because every day I can remember what I want, who I want to be, what I want to create, what is my mission. And just, I take a time every day to set my energies. I just don't enter my day, and because we know that the habits we have all day, we're just absorbed by the day. And in French, we have a phrase which is métro, boulot, dodo. When you are in big city, you get up, you go to the metro, you go to the boulot, which is the job, you go to work, and then you come back and you sleep. This kind of cycle.
Yep.
And so between that, you don't exist. And if you don't have something in your day to remember what everything is for, actually, you just forget. And what stay with you is just the frustration to not getting there, the frustration to not be there yet, to not, and this feeling, it just, that rocks you, that rocks you slowly, and this is very destroying.
Okay, so how do I create such a routine? What would such a routine look like? What do I need to do to get that effect, that positive, raising my vibrations and reminding myself of my vision and purpose?
Okay. Thank you, Florian. So just to recap, I create a routine for myself so that I can remember what my goals are, who I need to be to create these goals or to reach these goals, okay? So first, you have to identify that. What are your goals? Most of the time we have an idea, or maybe not, or maybe it's a bit confused. So take some time to identify exactly what you want. Is that what you want for yourself, or because others told you, or because everyone wants that, so I want it? But is that aligned with what you really, really, really want? Yeah. So first of all, is that what is success for you? Define what is success for you. I recently, we were talking before, right? That I am in transition, and I was stuck in a situation in which I wasn't very happy. But I was staying in this situation because I want to reach a certain success before to move, and I realized that, but this word success was almost empty, or that was for someone else, not for me. And I could realize that and make a change. So it's not easy, but
so define what actually is success for you personally, and not just because that's the general thought of it's this and that as a success. Like
the society, of your group of people, of your family. We're going through a lot of pressure. We put ourselves a lot of pressure, all the time. Maybe we're not conscious of that all the time. And I can tell because I was in this case and I work with that, So we go through a lot of pressure, and most of the time we put ourselves a lot of pressure on ourselves. Mm-hmm. So breathe, take a time, maybe connect with nature, go in a quiet space. For me, nature is the fastest way to connect with yourself. You go out in a park, or I don't know where you live, so find a place, quick place. It doesn't need to be a magic, wonderful place. That can help better, but what you have nearby, all right? And no phone, put out of reach any distraction, and just breathe and look around and connect with the beauty around, connect with the magic of this moment. And just think, or it's helping to write too, put it down on paper, and write freely. What is your goal? What is what you really, really want? What's going to make you very happy? So that's the start. And then look at you. Who do you need to be to reach this goal? Mm-hmm. I mean, if I want to be prime minister, for example,
do you?
Never. Not in politics. Okay. But there's an amazing woman, for example, stepping out as prime ministers. They're doing an amazing job, and this is so inspiring. They are embodying a new way of leadership. So that's why that's the example that came in my mind. So, but if I wanted to be a prime minister of a country, wow, I certainly do have to increase some stuff, to the Cecile from today has to learn and to vibrate in another vibration. I really have to embody some other things. So between me today and my goal, what do I have maybe to learn, or what this person will do? If I want to be Olympic athlete, I won't sleep till 10 every morning. I will get up maybe at 4 or at 5 and train all day, right?
Definitely live more healthy than I do, yes.
Right, so let's take this example, it's more graphic. So if your goal of success is to be an athlete, Olympic athlete, you will have to work out like a lot, and to have coaches, and to maybe change the complete life, cut the night out with your friends, and just maybe change some friends, go in another environment, change the way you the food you eat and all that. So that's an insight very powerful. So if you want to make a lot of money, and if you look successful people, what's successful? The people that you think are successful, because we have all definition different, right?
Totally different ideas of what that is, yeah.
Of course. So look at them and write down what they're doing, find out, do a little research. What are they doing in your daily basis that you can model for yourself? Because that blueprint for success, So definitely, if I want to be an athlete, like a high level, I will have a coach. First of all, I will change all my life to make it happen. So most of people with sport is really, graphic. So, I understand that. For money, generally, we don't think in this way, is that I work a bit, or I invest in crypto or whatever, or I go to the lottery and one day, boom, I be rich.
Sure. So you want to surround yourself with successful people in business or in investing and find out what they do so you can copy that.
Yeah, and you start listening to this podcast, for example.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea. And you can share it with your friend, for example. So you can impact your environment or change it if you don't have this power. Just you set your mind for success. So that's why I recommend you to build a powerful routine so that you can actually set your mind and your vibration for your success. What is your goal, for your definition of a successful life? Without this work of alignment, everything is going to be difficult and hard, and you're going to suffer. And if you do that, that doesn't mean it's not going to be hard. And you surely have to work it. But things, when you align, when your energetic vibration is aligned with everything, things come into place naturally, more naturally. You meet the right people, maybe the right advices come to you, and things are going in the way, like instead of swimming against the the stream, you're going with the stream. So that's the idea.
Okay. So I start with finding my right goals. What do I actually want, not what's expected of me. Then I define success for myself. How do I know that I've reached the goals? How do I know that I'm successful? Then I find people who already have that success. And then I copy what they're doing and build my routine around that. Is that what you said?
Yes. And when you find it's, and that's a point of attention here. When you find what the others are doing, my recommendation is not take it and apply it for you. No, you're a different human being. And your goals are slightly different too. And your story is different. And your energy is different. So I've made multiple times this mistake. To do exactly what the others were doing. But I was not trusting my wisdom enough to adapt that for myself. So, because this is not the method. If you teach, for example, Florian, if you teach a method, for investing, for example, you have to do step 1, step 2, step 3, and that, yes, you have to follow all the steps.
Good idea
to make it work.
Yes.
Yes, to make it work. You not have to, but I'm going to do my way. No, follow the step. That works. This is a recipe. Okay. What I am saying, it's not, you have to create your own recipe for yourself. So that's why you have to get inspired by other people, what they're doing, working for them, and adapt to yourself. So that is a little work if you're doing it alone, because you have to test it. Okay, what's working for me? Maybe, there's people, they getting up at 5 in the morning. So, but for some other people, 5 is not a good time. Maybe it's a bit later or a bit sooner. I don't know. And this is okay. This is very okay. And
Thank you very much, because I don't get up at 5. I'm not very productive at that time.
Exactly. And if you just, if all the successful people are waking up at 5 and you're just nourishing the little voice inside your head, you're not good enough. You see, you don't do that. They all do that. You won't be successful because you don't blah, blah, blah. You're just nourishing that. So that's an infernal circle. So you have your own biopath. Everyone is unique. Mm-hmm. So you have to build your uniqueness. You have to find what's really fit for you. It's like, you're going to the tailor and you have to have it at your size, perfectly fit for you. So the research is important, and the try and error is important too. You're going to test it. So test maybe the 5 in the morning, maybe not, maybe later, whatever. And during this transition, you're going to try it. You're going to feel different, and that feels good. Actually, you can discover that awaken earlier will be good for you or not. Just be free to be that.
Okay, so you get some ideas from other people and then test out what works for you and what doesn't, and build your routine around it.
Yeah, and connect it to your wisdom. Mm-hmm. Your intuition. So that's your intuition. Your intuition will guide you to your perfect routine. So you have to develop your intuition. And how you connect with your intuition is more a feeling. It's not a thought. It's not inside your head. And it's mostly in the 3 seconds when you have, for example, maybe, have you ever met somebody and have a first thought like, oh, I don't like him or her, and wow, what amazing energy. That's the first thought. Mm-hmm. A first feeling before the thought. The thought comes in the 3 seconds after. And the first feeling mm-hmm. is the intuition. And if you learn to give space to that, you will build around your intuition, and you will, that's pretty amazing to be guided all the time by your intuition, because it's like, they mark you the way. It's more easy if you follow your intuition. Mm. But it's uncomfortable because nobody is teaching you that,
Yeah, so how do I become better at that, at following my intuition?
Okay. I see you're more interested in this question. Yeah. Intuition is a part of feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy independently of the gender. It's not a gender stuff. But of course, masculine gender is in general more appropriated, more masculine energy. And feminine gender, more naturally feminine energy. Mm. Feminine energy is the intuition, and it's not in your mind. So if you're doing more meditation, for example, that's a perfect habit to create, for example, to set your energy and to be more centered with yourself. There's multiple benefits to meditate. But also when you meditate, what happens? Meditation is just the practice of being present in this moment. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do after or what I've done yesterday. I'm just here with you, connected. Okay, so meditation is that. And what happens when you quiet your mind? When you quiet the mind, that happens nothing. The mind is quiet. So you're more into your body. You're more aware, open to feel other stuffs. And the tricky is the mind. And the realness is in your soul, your heart, and the way you can connect with the easiest way is through your body. So when you listen to your body, this is a door to your intuition. For example, if you want to, do you want I give an example?
Sure, please do.
Okay, thank you. The one which comes in my mind is if sometimes, for food, you have a buffet, you have a large range of food in front of you, and if you are more connected to your body, there's some kind of food maybe today your body doesn't want or wanted. I use that. This is amazing. Sometimes, there's something I like, but my body says no, and I don't eat it. And my friend eat it, and she was sick after, for example. That happened. So, so listen to your body. It's a sensation. It's turning off the rational part and just being your body. Doing that, you can, for getting there, you can meditate, quiet your mind. You can also, because it's a body connection. So you can put music in a place, in your room, whatever, you put music. Maybe you can close your eyes and you dance freely. Okay, you dance freely. Maybe you're a little shy at the beginning, but you're alone, so you can get wild. Nobody's watching you. And why you can do that? Because being free with your body, you can connect with it and maybe place your attention in different parts and to see how I feel moving this way, how I feel. Are you comfortable and not comfortable? It's just for you to analyze, and that moment you will analyze the feelings in your body. You are creating a connection with your body. Is that making any sense to you, Florian?
Sure. Get to know, quiet your mind by meditating, focusing, and get to know your body by moving it and listening to it. So yeah, it makes total sense.
Oh, great. And what is the connection with money?
What's the connection with money? Well, you're setting yourself up for more success, for more understanding yourself. And well, the better you are at being yourself, the more other people and the more money you will attract. I think that's how I see it. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. And as I said at the beginning of the podcast, as we are vibration, money is a vibration, is an energy. So you can raise your energy to attract money, to be friend with money. You can hug money, but yeah. And if you are more connected to your body, you can align your whole being. Sometimes you want something, but your energy is not set for your desire. So it's not enough to want it. You have to be it. So if I want to be abundant, prosperous, it's not because I am prosperous. I will repeat every day, I'm prosperous. But in the same day, somebody's asking for help and you say no. You enter in a space and no saying hello or even smile to other people. Or it's not about the money, but it's about also the generosity of your heart. When you put yourself in the space of generosity, which is prosperous too. Prosperity, it came from your heart. So it's not enough to say, I want to be prosperous, I want to have a lot of money. You have to act. You have to be that. You have to embody what this person is. And surely this person has a generous heart, to connect to others. And how can you win money or receive money? Most of the time is by helping others. Because of your work, you produce something, a service, a product, whatever, you solve somebody's problem, help somebody to grow, to evolve. So is in not only in your work activity, but in your day life and your life, set yourself to that. Be that person. You want to be prosperous, so be prosperous to everyone around you, and you can, after, do the right actions, do the right moves, and move toward your true success.
Awesome. Beautiful. I loved what you said earlier. It's not enough to want it, you have to be it.
Yeah.
So, and I think you gave some great insight on how you can be it, how you can become the person you need to be to achieve the success that you have defined, that it's success for you. Beautiful. So before we close this, any final words or advice you want to give our listeners?
Thank you, Florian. Yes, I want to say, trust yourself. You have all the wisdom inside of you. And if you hear listening to this podcast, it's not a mistake. It's not, by chance you came here. It's for a reason. So trust your intuition. Trust the people who are helping you to build the success you desire, and support them. Share this podcast if you feel inspired. And yeah, I will come back to trust yourself. Do the thing for yourself. You're totally capable, and I'm confident too.
Great, thank you. And if people want to find out more about you or reach out to you, where can they find you? Any links that we can post with this?
Yes, of course, you can find me on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook, but reach out to me on Instagram, DM me. My Instagram is in French, but it was in Portuguese, is in French now. You can translate it, but send a DM to me and I will answer you. And I love to connect with people, so feel comfortable. I will be very happy to have your feedback on this podcast.
Great. Thank you so much for coming, Cecile. And I love that.
Thank you, Florian.
Put up my background. So that's really cool. Thanks for being here, and thank you for listening. And I'm looking forward to talking to you again in the next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to the Money and Business Hero podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you got some value from it. Please take a moment to leave a rating, or even better, a review. That helps awesome people like you to find the show and me to produce more and even better episodes. And don't forget to subscribe. I even have an amazing gift for you if you leave a great review. I'll be running a 2-day Money Hero Bootcamp on September 24th and 25th this year in 2022, where we will work on those 3 pillars of financial success, so you will be able to rewrite your financial story for even greater success. The price for those 2 days is $197, and I will invite you as my guest. You can join the program for free if you leave a good review for this awesome new podcast. Thank you, and I hope to see you on that Money Hero Bootcamp. See or hear you soon. Have an amazing day.